Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all ages, WOF proudly brings to you another installment of a figure reveal, or should I say, ring in this case. Yes, today I am doing a 2-for-1 style video, if you want to call it that. But today we are opening, yes, the new Ultimate. I've got to go back a bit. The new Ultimate Monday Night Raw, Raw is War, Attitude Era Wrestling Ring with the exclusive Kane. However, once I've got it listed round and everything, I have already opened the box just to have a look inside to see what, No! I was doing so well! Oh, I can see AJ now laughing with his missus watching this video. He said yeah! Yes, I opened it to have a look. Oh my god, it just dropped on the floor. This really should go down as a blooper. Everything's going wrong for me today. Seriously. Absolutely everything. I brought my laptop out here to do my stages on my TV. And what do? I forget one of the pieces that needs to go to the laptop that puts it to the TV. Honestly. Then trying to get the cover off the TV because it's been covered up for the winter and everything's gone wrong. Anyway, I opened the box just to have a look to see what the Shut off! With the No! Just to see what the situation was with the Kane figure. I actually opened it at the right end, which is underneath. I didn't open the massive big bit where you have to rip the back of the box off, which a lot of collectors have not been too happy about. So I managed to find the Kane the other day quite easily. Now I'm struggling because I haven't got much light in here, except for the light that I've got in here. Yes, you might notice me keep fiddling about with the right of my ear because I've got a different hearing aid than normal. It's my backup one, and in all honesty the sound is garbage, but it's given me at least a little bit of sound to help out. Found him! Got him! So, the first part of this, well, I suppose you might as well just call it part 1 and part 2. The first part of the video, I'm actually going to go through the Kane figure, because I've got to set the ring up. But I will be doing a time-lapse video for the second part of putting the ring together. I'm sure a lot of people like that kind of thing. Stop it! AJ, you've cursed me. So yes, here is the Ultimate Kane. As you can see, the box is absolutely different compared to the rest. It's not got that weird shape. I've actually got one of the other boxes actually, because I still haven't got rid of the previous boxes from the last videos. They're all just piled up and I've got to get rid of them all. But, oh, balls have knocked some over. Can anything else go wrong? All the time. AJ, this is your fault. So, the Kane box from the wrestling ring. Your standard Ultimate box. Yes, this is wrapped. Yeah. But that is the standard shape, and they've gone to a more square shape. I think it's mainly to be able to fit it in the box without having to make the box a lot bigger, because the new gen ring was quite a big box. However, you have got to consider that they had a stage in that as well. But this is the new Kane figure, so let's anything else. Ugh. Got Wall Brutus the Barber Beefcake on it. So let's just get this out of here. You've got your standard box rather than the ultimate shape box, and then you just literally slide it out and there's Kane. There's no backing or anything in it. A lot of people I know a lot of people complained because there's no window on that box. Sod off with the arms. Even my dad's been going on about it. Yes. So you've got your standard ultimate figure. So let's get him out of the plastic. I don't usually do this on camera, but since I am doing the ring and the figure separately, I don't mind doing this today. And it's a lot smaller box than normal and a lot easier to get in. The usual ultimate boxes are normally a pain in the arse to get in. So, with that said, I now have the Ultimate Kane out of his box. I've seen a few people review this figure, and I conveniently watched a bit of one this morning. But yes, I am quite impressed with this Kane. Now, we had the other Kane. Bear with me, I have actually got the other Kane on top somewhere. We had the standard Ultimate Kane not all that long ago. That's over there. We had the standard Ultimate Kane, which I will show you. This has got a different head on it. This has got the opposite head to what this one's got on. That was the standard Kane, which they botched, as always. It's Mattel's specialty to botch with the figures, to be honest. And in all honesty, this Kane is great, don't get me wrong. I felt ever so slightly disappointed by it. Yet this one is pretty much exactly the same figure, but I think they've gone into a much more and a better detail with this figure. Mainly, there's a few things that they've gone into a bit more detail with. The flames, where he had it was more of a see-through kind of material on the top rather than the usual full-on red. And they've actually sort of, I don't know if I'm using the right word, embedded it kind of thing, or I could be wrong with that word, but you can actually feel the detail rather than it just being flat and just painted on. You can actually feel the detail on that one. And this one, unlike the standard Ultimate Edition Kane, has high gloss boots, which makes it a lot more accurate. This one should have had the exact same boots, to me. Some people won't even be all that well. I'm just making sure that this one isn't botched. But Mattel, you actually did it right for a change. But yes, this Kane is hell of a lot better than the original Ultimate Edition Kane. And I don't know. No, I thought the wristband was actually slightly longer than the standard Ultimate, but it's not. And the glove's the same as well. But I mean, to be honest with you, it should all be the same parts anyway, because it's just, apart from that top bit, it is a repaint. But yes, the high gloss boots makes this figure seem so much better, and I don't know why, but it does. It just makes it feel so much more like Kane. This is the kind of boots that they should have had on. It is 2000. Could have been towards 2009. Whenever it was, when he was World Heavyweight Champion and the ECW Champion and stuff. He had quite glossy boots. I think he's always had glossy boots, to be honest. But a lot of the figures that they brought out didn't have the high gloss stuff on it, and then obviously a lot of them were elites or basics. Basics don't exactly get that much detail on them, but to be honest, some faces on some basics are actually better than the elites. But majority of the time the elites are the better ones, but the ultimates are much better than even elites. It's just a shame about the price tag on some of them. But yes, this Kane figure is actually really I just keep looking at it, and it's the belt's separate again, the same as the standard Ultimate Edition Kane. And obviously you get the spare head the same as the last one, just obviously it's painted the opposite way to the, well, it's that head basically, just repainted, and then obviously you get the gloves, the glove on the other hand for when he does his intro part. So let's just go back to the actual box. Now, in all honesty, they've made it much smaller, but I actually quite like that box. I would prefer Ultimates to be in that size box than the big ones that they use normally. Now, could it be that they use bigger boxes normally because they normally include some form of soft goods? I don't know. But I actually quite like that box. The only thing that's a bit here and there, and it's with collectors as well, is the fact that it's got no window on it, and you can't actually see the figure before you buy. Obviously this came in a box anyway, inside a box. However, if it was a standard Ultimate, are they still going to be using the windows in future? Because there are rumours that they are going down the road where I think it's Hasbro are now going down, where they're using less plastic, so they don't have windows anymore, it's just boxes. But in all honesty, when it comes to wrestling figures, I seriously would not like to have no windows on the figures. To actually buy a figure, get it home, open it, and then be fairly disappointed with it, and not be able to take it back. No, we don't want to do that. But yes, so looking at this, you got the Kane on the sides, then you've got a little bit of a bio on the back. This is obviously because it's come from the US, because the UK versions don't usually get some form of bio or anything. But you've got his height, part is where he's from, parts unknown, finisher, tombstone, career highlights. They've actually only put WWE Champion on. Now, the only thing I'm thinking is the reason why they've only put WWE Champion on is because at that time he was possibly only been WWE Champion. However, before he went into that black outfit, he had actually had the Tag Team Championship as well with Mankind. So, that theory could very well be wrong. They've got like some sort of description on the bottom. I'm not sitting there reading that. But then you got the old Ultimate logo on the side. Sorry, I keep knocking this table at the camera's on and the camera keeps wobbling. You got the usual Ultimate on the bottom, standard, but it's pretty much the same as the Ultimates. It's just made smaller and square rather than that odd shape. But for this video, that is it for this video. I will be back in part 2, where I will be showing the Attitude Era Ring, building it in time lapse, because nobody wants to see me sitting there going putting it together and stuff. So for this video, I thought I would leave you with one last AJ. But for this video, that is it, and I am out, and I will see you in part 2 when I put the ring together, because I've got to take the new gen ring part first. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not going to enjoy that, but never mind. Yeah, so until then, I will be back in part 2 in a bit.